At sunrise, yeah! That looks so cool. I'm glad we came up here. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Chill SMP Survival Multiplayer. We're playing on a public multiplayer server, and you can join. It's called Chill SMP. Check it out. But other than that, hey, what's up? It's me, kortniechan, your friend, the kitty vampire. And we are chilling. Actually, we're up here for a real reason. I came up here to look at something, but the sunrise was so freaking beautiful. We had to check that out too. But we've been working on something. You can see that I've gotten some dirt out and I've gotten some things mocked up. And I came up here to see what it looks like from above. And it's looking good. I think it is looking real good. What we got here is a structure that I've been thinking about for a while. I originally wanted to make a lumber mill here because it makes sense having a water wheel with the lumber place. But we are up on the edge of the cliff, as you can see, and there's not really a large area for trees to be cut down up here, so it doesn't really make sense that there would be a lumber mill up here. So what I decided was we will make like a stone masonry where we're like mining into the ground. And I think this will be really freaking cool because we'll be able to make our little crane that we wanted to do, and we'll make a cool house, and we're going to be able to make our water wheel, which is going to be powering everything. And this is the mock-up of the water wheel. I've been searching the internets like I do. And I've been finding all these different pictures and getting ideas, and we've got some good ones. I'm combining a bunch of different things that I've seen and some of the stuff that we know how to do. And I'm thinking we're going to go with a white color palette on this one also, just like we could bring some of that up here to the rest of the regular village, so it looks like it belongs in there too. But we're going to have a little bridge right here. There's going to be water all the way through here. I don't know what we're doing with this yet, but this is going to be full of water. We're going to have our water wheel. We're going to have our little shack right here with a big chimney coming up. We're going to have our giant tower. Some probably spruce. And I haven't decided on what color we're going to make this roof, but I wanted to make it different than all the other roofs, but still kind of fantasy, so it's going up really steep. I'm probably going to match that roof, actually. We might match that one, just to like bring some color into it. Maybe just use one or two of the colors, not all three. Maybe we'll just use purple and light purple, or the orange and light purple. We'll see. We'll see. But this is the start of it. To be honest, I was a little burnt out. After we made the winery, oh my god. I was burnt out. I didn't have any ideas what to do next. And then I just came over here and started playing around and coming up with ideas. And then it led to a really cool idea. And now I'm super hyped about making this. So we will see what it turns into. But we've got the building already worked out. Over here, I was thinking we would have like 2 or 3 little staging areas where we've got big pallets full of rocks and ores and stuff stacked up. Maybe we could flex a little bit and put like stacks of diamonds and gold and stuff. We'll see. But I was thinking having this whole area, big platforms, full of stacked things. This right here is our crane. We're going to have some spruce wood supports that go all the way down to support the crane. We're going to have some more coming out of the walls down here supporting this area. We're going to have a hole that keeps on going down. We'll probably do the old hologram trick where it looks like it's fading into the fog and it's just a dark hole that keeps going down and down. Probably do that. That would be really cool looking. And yeah, we're gonna decorate this whole area. And then this is going to be a chain going down to our little platform where we will have a bunch of goods that will be being hoisted up to the top. Give it a little life looking. You'll see. It's going to be amazing. Then over in front here, we've got a little bit of a yard. I was thinking more stacks of things that we could have gotten out of the ground. So this is kind of like a stone masonry place. I don't know. I think it fits with the lore, and it's another building we can add to our village. Let's do this! I think this is doable. I think this is starting to come together. I'm gonna finish doing this around the corner, and then we'll see what's next. I think we're gonna go with orange on the roof to match the one behind me, that tower. I think we're gonna match the top half of it. So I'm gonna need some acacia, and we're gonna use that resin brick that we didn't use in the last episode. We're gonna use it this one. Perfect. And here we go. Axe in one hand, diorite in the other. Let's start texturing this baby. I kind of want to get the frog light to see where we're at. Maybe hang a light from there. And what are we going to use for the chimney? I guess we could use blackstone like we were using on this build next to it. I guess that could work. I'll get some blackstone and we'll get this rolling. Alright, that sticks up just enough where you can see it. That looks freaking amazing, amazing. Oh yeah. Uh-oh. We're out of spruce. We gotta go get some. Let's do this. Check it out. It's coming along. It's coming along. The next thing on our itinerary is the water wheel. I've never built one of these before, and I figure it's going to be pretty difficult. I went online and I found a bunch of pictures of different water wheels that people have made, and I found one that I really like, but matching it up to this one, I found that this is way smaller than the picture that I have. So we're gonna have to improvise. But I think we can do this. I think we can do this. We just gotta kind of just go for it, you know? Sometimes you just gotta throw yourself in there and just go for it. Alrighty-roo! We've got a finished bridge, a lovely little bridge, and we've got a gorgeous water wheel amongst the water. And I did the best I could, but I can't get it to calm down. Like, there's spots where the water just won't place. I don't know. But I kind of like it because then it makes the sound of flowing water, and that is really awesome to add to the build. It makes the ambiance, just like the fire in the kiln behind us. It adds to the whole thing when you can hear the water. Oh, I love it. So, I'm not going to worry about it. And we're going to continue on to the next part. And this part is going to be super fun because this is not going to be a big, hard thing to do. We're just going to build right here, and you're going to see. I got an idea. We want this hole to go down further. So, what's the best way to make a random hole in the ground? TNT! This is the first time I've messed with TNT, I think, this whole season. I can't wait. Let's do this. In the hole. Woo! I've never done this before. I hope this doesn't get out of control. That was a little out of control. I'm not gonna lie. I saw stuff popping up here. Oh man. All right. Well, we did our destruction. Now let's get back to creating. Creatures and critters, it is time. Let's look at this beautiful build. Walking up into the area, we see our awesome tower right next to the blacksmith. We've got our little bridge, we've got our water wheel that powers the whole place. I'm pretty proud of the water wheel. And the water is not still, but I'm fine with that. As I said, it makes the water sounds, so it's immersive. Walk over our bridge, and we come to the Vinland stone masonry. There it is. Ooh, look at this. Flexing a little bit with a stack of diamonds. What is going on in this place? This is a masonry. I guess they deal in rocks. Oh, looky here. We've got stacks of all kinds of resources. Redstone, gold. We've got some gravel over here. This place is looking cool. Oh, looky here. We have a giant crane. I wonder what the crane goes to. Whoa, it's lifting goods. It looks like this is a mining facility. Apparently, they are pulling all these ores out of the ground. Let's pull back and get a good view. The chimney is looking awesome on that building, and it's matching our tower over there, the wizard tower. It looks fantastic. I need to get a lightning rod for the top, but until then, it looks good. Might as well pull in here and show you guys the super details here. How I get it to fade in. I've noticed people are using a lot of glass, so we use glass just like we did on the other tower. Throw it in there, and it kind of blends stuff together. We also have some red glass over here. Blended in with the red terracotta. Oh man, I love this color scheme, the purple to the orange. It looks so good. And then we come to our scaffolding. Now, this is where I got into a little bit of trouble. I originally built this out of spruce, stripped spruce, and it looked cool, but it blended into the mountain. You couldn't tell it between it and the dirt behind us. So I stripped away all of the dirt. As you can see, there's no dirt where the scaffolding is, but it's still kind of blended in. So what I did was I thought, well, why don't we use copper? Because copper is orange and it might match the roof of our building over there, where the tippy top is orange. So I thought, yeah, let's try this. And it looks kind of good. It's not exactly the color I want, but the texture is right. You know, it looks like steel girders. It looks like support beams and like industrial stuff. And I was really having an issue trying to figure out how to keep industrial stuff like fantasy looking. So, I mean, if it's orange and it matches the roof, I think that's enough. I really think that's enough. I threw a bunch of ores into the wall, so it looks like we're stripping away the dirt to expose all this stuff. Uh, I try to put a story in every build, and this story is coming together pretty good, I do say. Let's take a trip down into the hole, because that is where we want to go next. Down the mine shaft. Come to the lower level. I didn't really decide to do anything down here. I was thinking maybe doing a wagon cart full of ores stuff. We maybe could do that later, but that's a lot more work. Like, this hill is pretty steep, like almost a cliff. So if we were to do that, we'd have to figure out some kind of slanty road going down, and we'd have to do a lot of terraforming. So that might be another day. Over here, we've got some more copper ore that we got stacked up. And over here, we've got our beams and our supports that follow through into the mountain, kind of holding it from crumbling down on us while we dig out the inside. And I've got this hole blocked off because no one needs to go through there. Not an entrance. Also, as we go down, I've let the copper age a little bit. Originally, I was going to fade it from bright copper to faded completely at the bottom on the outside, but I waited and waited and waited, and we really didn't get that much aging going on. And as it started aging, it started like getting really, what's the word I'm looking for? Saturated. It became very saturated. Like, when this ages a little bit, it turns like this soft color and it kind of just blends in. It's not very sharp. It's not very poppy. You know we want poppy. Poppy is what we're all about. Poppin' makes the build look awesome. That's why that roof looks so good, because it pops. Pops with the contrast of the dark colors of the edge of the roof with the purple. So this has got a pop too. And I think this is about as poppy as we can get it, unless we use the resin blocks. Let's jump down further in this hole and see where it goes. Down the mine shaft to the very bottom where the cart stops. Now this area is best viewed at night, so I'm going to make it night. 1, 2, 3, poof, and it's night. And in we go. Welcome to the mine shaft. Got a clock up on the wall to let you know what time it is, because you will be spending a lot of time digging out all these ores. You might not even know if it's day or night. I did a lot of changing around in this area. Originally, I did a long hallway with many little hallways off to the side, like we Minecrafters do. We do our normal strip mines. But it didn't look good. So I decided to do like a carved out big vein kind of thing with the ores. And I think it turned out way better. Look at this. Like, this would be a giant copper vein and a giant gold vein. Oh, and we've got some sound effects for ambience. Freaking love it. And over here, we have the main event. The redstone and the diamonds. This area is cool because if you walk on the redstone, it lights up for a little while. And I didn't get rid of all the mine shafts. This is one I left. I did the old fade trick to make it look like it goes on forever. There's some tinted glass, and then behind that, there is some black wool, so it looks like the hallway goes on forever. And there's one more thing to explore. While you're down here, check this out. While I was digging through here, I found some tunnels and some caves, and I found something really interesting that we could use. Down, 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 down. Down, 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 down. Boom. At the bottom, unfinished basement area. We will get to this. It is totally unfinished, but what I have found down here is a geode. And it's a really ripping one too. Look at this. Look how many buds there are here. We're going to need lots of amethyst, and this is a perfect spot to make an amethyst farm. But that will be another episode. It'll take a while to build this sucker. We're going to fill this up with water and get rid of everything but the buds. And then we're probably going to use a lace to gather them while we punch them off. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But if you're wondering what is at the bottom of the well, that is what is at the bottom of the well. But yeah! I really enjoyed this one. I really did. The only thing that I am kind of iffy on is the scaffolding. The color is a little too light. I don't know. We might go back and switch it out with those resin blocks. I don't know. I feel like all of our builds, we're going to eventually do some renovations on them. A lot of this stuff, I love every ounce of it, but a lot of it, when we walk through, I see stuff I want to change, make better, maybe rearrange something or switch out this and that, just to make it look better, you know? So, we'll probably have an episode where we go around town and do a little this and that. But till then, I think that's going to be it for this one. I hope you like the Vinland masonry build we've just done. I think it fits this area super awesome. Man, tell me what you think about this in the comments. You guys don't comment enough. Tell me what you like. Give me some suggestions for what we could do to make this place better on our renovation pass. And don't forget, hit those like, subscribe, follow buttons, all the stuff. You know the buttons. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. If you like the vibe, subscribe. It's free. And hit the like button. And comment down below. Blah 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 blah. You know all the stuff. Do it. And I will see you in the next one. Through good times and bad, stay awesome!